Yo, Nilight, thanks again for tuning into yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast. Yet again, we are installing some lights on my saddlebags. So this is, of course, the OEM JAE connector on your Harley-Davidson. And so what I went ahead and did, I just connected, of course, you guys see my other videos. The blue one is your running light. The colored one, the purple, or depending on which one you're looking at, purple and I think purple and what is that, red, that's your brake light slash signal light. So depending on, you know, if you have 2 wires or 3 wires, kind of like this is a 3-wire connection on my lights. You might have a 2-wire, kind of like on my Lowrider S. That's what that is. So blue one, running light. The purple one, that's your brake light, signal light, and the black one, of course, is your ground. And if you just go ahead and right here, you can see that I went ahead and I spliced into this and I soldered 2 lines, which is for, like I said, my LEDs for my saddlebag. So I'm going to put this on the lid. Alright, I'm not sure how it's going to look. It looks pretty clean right now, but I just want some extra visibility and I want some extra light. And I just decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do this. So this is what I'm using in my tail light, if you guys seen that video. It's a quick disconnect. This is just in case for some reason, you know, these LEDs aren't, I mean, they're China made and they could fail out of the blue. So I bought a pack of 10. So far 2 of them have gone bad already. Not even installing them. I mean, one of them has gone bad. The other 2, my kid's been playing with them. And yeah, I think they're pretty much garbage now. So I have what, 7 more, and you know, for some reason those go bad. Not a big deal. I believe they're like $10 for another 10. So I'll just keep on swapping them out. Not a big deal. This is why I'm doing this, so I could quickly disconnect them and then reconnect some new LEDs. And anyways, the red one, of course, I connected that to my signal light, which is the purple one, and the black one, that's my ground, of course. Let me go ahead and grab the LED itself, and here's the LED. Yeah, so on this one, it's the other way around. The black one is your power, and the white one, it's your common or your ground. So yeah, this is the smoked out ones. Hopefully it blends in with the lid. I don't want them to stand out too much. That's why I got them smoked out lens. You can get these on Amazon. I'll provide the links, of course. And this is perfect because it fits right in between, you know, where it needs to go. This is about 3.8 inches, so 3 1/4. These do come with a little gasket, and you can use that as a template. So that's what I'm going to be using. And you know, let's go ahead and get them installed. That way you guys can see what this looks like. And here is what I was telling you guys about, how this already kind of broke. You know, like I said, man, these are $10. You guys are wondering how I connected this? Soldered them. This is the same thing I did for my handlebars and of course my speedo, my speedo gauge. I have a heat shrink wrap on these, or tubes, whatever you call them. So soldered them, I slipped them into the sleeve, heated the sleeve, and I covered them up completely with electrical tape. And this should be enough wire for me to wrap it. You guys are going to see how I'm going to wrap it underneath in the lid. So let's go ahead and get to work. Alright, so I went ahead and I used this little template. This is what they give you. That's for just weatherproofing, I guess. I tried eyeballing, of course, the middle and the locking mechanism. And then, of course, using some tape and using a pen. I'm using this countersink. Is that what they call this bit? Basically, it's gonna be my my pilot at the same time, and then I'll probably stop somewhere midways, right about here, drilling on a flat surface. your drill bit is going to kick around, so I don't want to scratch anything. And I also have this, what do you call this? This puncher. I have this. I've had this for a while. This is a Husky puncher, and basically it's just going to give me a little dent. That way my drill bit does not kick around, because it happens all the time. Alright, so we made the holes pretty clean, as you guys can see, both very clean results. Of course, I kept the tape on there, so you gotta make sure you keep the tape on there. Good thing is I didn't even have to use this drill bit, which was the one that I initially was going to use for the bolts. I just kept with this one right here at the middle point. I mean, that's it. That fits right there just fine, and that's enough for the bolt. After doing this one, the middle one, for my wires, you know, I mean, that's huge. I mean, the LED light itself will cover it. I don't know where it's at. It's right here. It is going to cover it, but man, I don't want to make such a huge hole if I don't have to. I don't want to you know, have leaks. So, you know, the smaller the better. So for the second hole, you guys can see it's a lot smaller. So this one's, what is this, 3/8 or 5/16? That's a 5/16 hole. Yeah, that's pretty big. I didn't like the way it looked, so I went ahead and I changed the drill bit, and as you guys can see, they still fit. So if you're doing this, you know, learn from my mistake, of course, and use a 16/6/4 or 16/64 drill bit. Yeah, so I'm guessing that's almost like that's about a 1/4 inch, if you guys are wondering. That's about a 1/4 inch. That's a 1/4 inch hole. That's a little bit closer to 1/2 inch, or what? Yeah, a little bit over 1/4 inch, a little bit closer to 1/2 inch. So you guys can see it's a bigger hole. This is a little bit nicer. I like the way this looked, but yeah, so far so good. I also went ahead and I used the rubber molding on the inside. As you guys can see this right here, I'm going to put it on the inside. I might put it on the outside as well, just to kind of prevent leaks. But we're going to try this out. Maybe I'll probably put a little bit of caulking in there. You guys could probably put a little bit of caulking, a little bit of weather caulking, just to kind of cover that up. Big truck. If you guys didn't hear me, use a little bit of caulking just in case, a little bit of silicone caulking, and just put it around there just to prevent leaks. Alright, so I already went ahead and I drilled the of course you guys already saw I drilled the holes, and I already installed the lights. I also went ahead and I just, you know, decided to do the weather strip on the outside too as well, just because I don't want my bags leaking. As you guys can see, I started cranking down on this bolt and screw, and it's already starting to, you know, come undone. So, you know, man, that's not that good. Yeah, or maybe I'll just swap it out. You see it right there. There's an opening. So this one looks like it's fine. Maybe I just over-tightened this a little bit too much. Maybe I'll just swap out the LED. Like I said, I have 7. No, I have 5 more. So we'll just swap it out. Doesn't look that bad, as you guys can see. It's just the hardware stands out. It's all black, and then you have the silver, you know, screw that, you know, that really stands out. I think you could even buy a little cover for those as well, I believe. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I'll definitely have to swap these out. I'll have to change them for black ones, or probably look for a little, you know, cover, one of those screw covers. Just pop that in there. And then I still have to make the hole for the wires. So what I'm going to do, of course, I'm going to, you know, route this on the inside of the lid, run the wire right here, and then out this way, and then now of course will go connected. So of course I have to go down over here, and that's because this is the lid. I don't want to pinch my wires. You guys will see the final product, of course. So what I did with these, I just fold this in half. This is a really small gauge, I think it's like 22 gauge. Yeah, there it is, 22 gauge. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's a 22 gauge. It's really thin. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down here and then just fold the wire over so I could have enough clamping area for the quick disconnect. Alright, so the holes weren't big enough. I had to use, I think this is 3/8. So this is a 3/8 bit at an angle, and that worked out at an angle, having this at an angle, because I need an oval shape because these are not round. As you guys can see, these are oval shape, so I was able to fit them right in there. It's just fine with the 3/8 hole, and it goes right through, as you guys can see, where the OEM used to be. And of course, just wire tape the inside. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and tape the inside, and always remember to kind of label these so you guys can see. I have an R on this one, so that's my right signal light, and this is my left. So you, right before you disconnect these, you label them. Alright, just finished installing these. Of course, this is the quick disconnect. This is the ones I've been talking about. This is what I used on my tail light right over here. I don't know if you guys can see them, but you see them right here. This is the low profile. Of course, I didn't mention that I had to trim this. You guys see this little jaggedy Mickey Mouse work right here? Yeah, this does not fit with this tail light plate. This is the Amazon one. Of course, you'll have to trim it. I have a Dremel, so I was able to trim it. Back to the third, what do you call these? The saddlebag lights, LED lights. This is where I connected it. Of course, remember, black is hot, white is common, ground. So that's that. All right. So like I said, purple wire, black wire, purple wire, black wire, same thing. Black to red, white to black. It's confusing, but I mean, this is the way they're wired. This is from, of course, Amazon. So we're going to manage that after. You guys are not going to see that. But let's go ahead and turn this bike on before we install the seat. And maybe I could, I don't know, am I going to be able to just put it on the on position? You guys see we have light, and then let me put the, there it is. There's the brake light. And there's a signal light right there. All right. So they're connected. So that's working. Of course, if I were to wire my tail light, that would be turning on right there. Just put the hazards on. There's the hazards. Can you guys see them? See, they're turning on. Yeah, they're not bright, but you know what? I think you can still see them, right? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. What do you think? You think that this was worth it? I think so. All right. Thanks for tuning in to yet another video. You guys let me know in the comments. Stay out there, stay safe. Don't believe everything you read. Life's a risk. Get out there and ride. Later.